play a show, but we're not going to play it.
Okay, we're on the stage here in Baltimore at the scene of ASOTU CON 2023 collaboration critical.
It is going to be September, the night of the 25th. We kick off the welcome reception, and then a full 2 days.
We're going to have all the energy, all the experts, all the swag, and all the feels that you expect from the ASOTUverse as we rewrite the narrative around the retail auto industry together.
All right, here we go. We're good to go. You know what? I just want to run out of this office and get the swag that we got yesterday so I can show up. We have some things to talk about. I'll go get it. UAW update, Detroit Auto Show, battery show, lithium deposits, and McDonald's fountain sodas. It's a lot for a Tuesday.
All right, you got 18 seconds to run and go get the swag. Can you rip your ear?
I actually saw our producer Nathan burn around the corner out of his office, past my office, running in here. Look, here he is. Here
comes the swag.
Boom.
Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable.
All right. We're gonna, so if you can't, I will explain this if you're just listening. So I'm holding in my hand three, what would you explain? What would you describe these as?
Well,
plastic test tubes with an aluminum cap.
Vials.
Approximately, test tube vials, approximately an inch wide and 5 inches long. And they say, they're clear, say love people more than you love cars on them. And inside is a beautifully packed pair of custom printed shoelaces that say love people more than cars.
Brooke Furnace is going to be so happy.
Oh, she is. We got three varieties. We got the mint green with white print. We have the black with white print.
Wow.
And then we have the always classy white with black print. And these are going to be in the swag packs at ASOTU CON.
Means everybody's going to be bringing 3 pairs of shoes to ASOTU CON. They're like, here's my shoe bag, here's my regular bag.
Oh, it's so good. So you get one of these amongst a lot of other stuff in the swag bag. Like there's none of this little squishy ball stuff. Like custom printed shoelaces, folks. And we'll also have additional pairs for sale at the swag table, so you can bring them home for your kids and your staff and all the fun stuff. So you remember what are we doing? We're loving people more than cars. ASOTU CON coming up just 2 weeks from today is the start date. We will be at ASOTU CON. Go to ASOTUCon.com and get your tickets. Join us. Call your friends in that area. Tell them they should
I got
come
a
by.
little idea. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do one a day. I just started right now. This is a new thing.
Okay.
I'm just starting.
That's what we do. We just hit record. I have no
idea.
You and me.
We're gonna just go back and forth. We got 9 days left of the podcast before ASOTU CON. Every single day, I'm gonna give one of my favorite topic sessions, and then next day you get to pick one. So today,
done. Yes,
I'm picking one. All right. So mine today is it's gonna be moderated by Danny Zaslowski. It's got Rick Reichert, the Reichert Automotive Group, Igor Skidner from VW America, and Hugh Palmer from Beaver Toyota Coming. Now, Rick and Hugh have 2 of the largest CPO inventories as a percentage of their used car inventory in the country, like from a percentage perspective. And they both have just massive inventories.
I know Hugh did. I know Rick. That's amazing.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I don't think they know each other either, which
I think it was like 88. I looked, 88% of their current used car inventory is certified pre-owned.
Woo.
The last, like when I calculated.
Do they know each other?
No, I don't think they know each other. They're going to be best friends. And then you got Igor, who runs the remarketing and CPO program for VW America. So he understands like what it takes to communicate the brand proposition on that, sell that, profitability, all of those things. That's going to be the end of the second day, 3:45 in Studio One. If you're trying to figure out how to manage an extremely profitable used car inventory with the CPO programs,
they know a thing or two. See, that's the kind of session that just doesn't happen anywhere else.
No.
I don't think I'm tooting our own horn too much, because that stuff just doesn't happen.
Yeah. And we just like those people together.
Get up, talk about a couple bullet points. No, this is actually a relationship that we're going to watch form in real life as they trade ideas and help you make yours better. So also obviously want to thank our presenting sponsors, co-presenting sponsors, Stream Companies and Cars, for making this thing happen. Scan the QR code on the screen. Go to ASOTUCon.com. Click on agenda, detailed agenda by stage once you get there, and just start streaming through these panels, and you're going to see a lot of very practical, very high-powered panels like Kyle just explained to you. All right, we also, let's reset the meter for a second. We have an ASOTU Edge webinar going on Wednesday, right? It's tomorrow.
tomorrow.
With our friends at Connection, improve your CSI with better visibility on your fleet and shuttle drivers. It's like, what's better, Uber, Lyft, or Quick Ride? The bottom line is focusing on the best customer experience possible through the shuttle experience is a huge opportunity, or an opportunity to like really ruin it for somebody, or make them say like, this was great. I want to come here to get my car serviced again.
Man, don't I know that? Don't I know that? Hello.
So we hope you join us. You can go to, where's the best place? ASOTUCon.com. Just scroll down just a hair, and you can just click and register for the webinar. We'll be there. We're going to have a great time, and I hope you join us there. These Edge quick format, 20 minutes or so, and we're out. You learn something, and you can get on with your day and implement some new strategies. All right.
Go.
Speaking of implementing new strategies.
Segue.
Time.
It's a new one. Haven't seen it yet.
That's good.
Got to give you a little UAW strike update as we're a couple days out. Over the weekend, rhetoric was toned down. We talked about it yesterday from UAW President Shawn Fain saying these offers are insulting. So these offers are deeply inadequate, right? Definitely a tone down. And yesterday, in a pivotal display, just days before the deadline, UAW has reduced its pay raise demand from 46% to the mid 30s. So it's almost 10 points, signaling a potential compromise. It's the first time we've seen them try this strategy. Hey, let's give a little. The decision comes after a week of intense negotiations. So here's a quote from Shawn Fain. We're ready to negotiate in Detroit 24/7, just as we have. Here's a little dig. Just as we have been for the past 7 weeks. He said, despite receiving no response for over a month, when the CEOs are ready to make a serious offer, we'll be there day or night. It's unfortunate they've waited until the last moments to get focused on the needs of 150,000 auto workers, families, and communities. So, yeah, like that's just the next chapter in the saga. So they're stepping up, right? It started at 46. They came back with like between 14.5 and 16%, depending on the OEM. And now like, well, maybe we're thinking mid 30s. Kyle, do you want to guess where it's going to land? Should we wager on this? I feel like we should have done this early on. Create a little bracket.
23%. Let's give him 23%. I'm calling
20,
it at 20.
I'm going to call 26.
All right. Yesterday I was in Chat GPT trying to work on a little script, and I used this word. I said, hey, Chat GPT, make it a little less sensational. And, we'll just leave that there.
Maybe they use ChatGPT. Maybe that is Shawn Fain's primary consultant on union negotiations.
They needed a little less sensational.
They said, what should I say? Right?
Yeah,
I doubt it.
But instead, he's like, make it more sensational.
He's just in his headphones listening to "Lose Yourself" by Eminem.
Oh, yes, he is. That's exactly.
He's a big Eminem fan. That's what it says. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just wanted to tap in there. But speaking of Detroit,
Hey.
Segue.
Time.
So the Detroit Auto Show starts its engines on Thursday, just a couple days from now. The traditionally international flair is actually steering more national. Despite the pandemic's disruption and a shift toward online car sales, the events remain vital marketing venues, and consumers get to see cars, and there's a little flair around it. Post-pandemic car brands have been redirecting budgets, emphasizing their home countries' shows. So there are only actually 5 non-U.S. automakers at the Detroit Auto Show.
Wow.
I don't have them listed out here, but I've read the articles like Toyota, Honda, Kia, right? It's like the ones you'd expect. So before the lockdowns, about 6.5 million U.S. households attended car shows, with 3/4 of those intending to buy a car in upcoming years. That dipped down to almost nothing in 2022.
Naturally.
And now, I think now it's back to like 4 million. So it's probably like 2/3 to 3/4 where it was. And yeah. And so the site advertises 15. I'm sorry. I'm missing a piece here. So that's the car show. And then as we were looking at this, there's actually a battery show.
Right down the street.
And it's a little one. 15,000 people. 15,000 people. So
yes.
So running concurrently, there's the battery show in the nearby suburb of Novi. Actually, it's held in some like shopping or some center owned by the Suburban Collection, which is a big auto group that was acquired last year. So this is from the event site. The battery show brings together engineers, business leaders, top industry companies, and innovative thinkers to discover groundbreaking products and create powerful solutions for the future. 15,000 attendees, says 200 speakers. Had to click on the speakers. Be like, who do we know? Who do we know? Who do we know? Exactly 0 people. And if you go to the site, which I think is thebatteryshow.com, and click on speakers, you're going to be like, these look like some smart engineers.
Yes. That's exactly what it looks like. Bunch of really smart people making really smart stuff for really smart companies.
The companies and stuff like way above our pay grade.
You've got like 3M and
Siemens and
just on
all these other
big companies. Yes, exactly.
Very like all these other engineers. I don't know. Maybe we need to show it with love people more than you love battery technology.
Oh, see, got him. Here's the thing. All right,
back
to auto shows. Yeah, the whole auto shows. Here, this is just the reality. Is things that were done from 2010 to 2020 have to look different now. Like you cannot do the same things, repeat the same process, try the same tricks for any sort of experiential thing and make that like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you look at how Taylor Swift goes on tour. She did it totally differently, right? Like you have to change the game. And this is where, we're seeing this in auto. Actually, driving sales was supposed to start today. Now, I don't know all the complexities around that. And driving sales used to be one of the most innovative and like dialed in conferences in auto. And now is not happening this year. So like, it doesn't matter like retail auto or OEM side auto or anything like that, like reinventing the game has to happen. And so for Detroit Auto Show and any of those auto shows to come back with the same vigor that they had previously, I guarantee it's going to take some sort of like reinvention to make it happen.
I think so. I think driving sales will be back. Jared Hamilton's super smart.
I think it will. I think
they're in the middle of a reinvention, actually, is what I think is happening too. Hey, we have and look at this. We have an instant retraction. So Marissa shared with us, it's pronounced Novi, but she did also go on to say, although I like Novi more, it sounds fancier. Thank you, Marissa, for putting that in the comments.
Thank you, Marissa.
I appreciate it. Jeff Reville is in the comments asking, looking for Taco Tuesday, which actually we are having at ASOTU CON, and he wants to know what suburb is the taco show at. Wouldn't it be great if ASOTU CON had a side show that was a taco show?
Someone make the side show. There you go.
All right. Speaking of things that are hot.
Stop.
Oh.
Segue.
Time. Tacos can be hot. I like hot tacos. New research indicates the McDermott Caldera, that's a great name, the ancient super volcano site on the Oregon-Nevada border, may hold the world's largest lithium deposit. This could revolutionize the U.S. EV supply chain with an eco-friendly extraction method. However, local tribes raise concerns over potential mining on sacred lands. So this appears to be potentially the world's largest lithium deposit at over 132 million tons. That's a lot of lithium.
Wow, that's a lot.
I guess the former largest known is in the Atacama salt flats in Bolivia. And so lithium extraction, here's how it goes, is very energy intensive and environmentally harmful. Boy, does that seem backwards. But involving mining ore from earth, brine recovery, harmful byproducts, takes a lot of diesel or a lot of water to extract this. But they say mining the lithium from the volcano actually could be a much less invasive process, less waste, less use of energy. However, the Bureau of Land Management's proposal to mine is facing opposition from local tribes, and they're trying to work it out. And they're saying if we can work it out, maybe we'll start producing some lithium from the volcano in 2026.
I love this story. I found this story I saw this story a couple of days when it ran, and I'm just excited about the potential of having a more eco-friendly place to get lithium, because we've had this discussion on this podcast before. Like, hey, look, the battery life and the batteries actually in production, great for the ecosystem. However, mining lithium, and so
if your car gets in an accident or in a flood, like it takes like 3 years to get back to ground zero. Yeah. Like in the savings, like the eco impact. So
Yep, exactly. So you know what? I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to claim to be. I'm not going to make any claims about this thing. But hey, if the article rings true and there's a whole bunch of lithium at a more eco-friendly version, I'm all for it. Let's go.
And a volcano. Speaking of things Kyle's all for.
Stop. Segue.
Time.
We play an opposite day. So McDonald's has announced plans to eliminate self-serve soda fountains from its U.S. dining rooms by, this is crazy, the year 2032, citing reasons like food safety, theft prevention.
You thought EVs were hard, Kyle.
It's like, you should see these cats. They're like, in 9 years,
no
we
idea.
promise we'll be rid of these things.
I totally missed that part of this article.
They aim to streamline the customer experience across their platforms and adapt to the rising trend of digital ordering post-pandemic. Franchisee Michael Petro, who owns 15 McDonald's in Central Illinois, told the State Journal-Register, the crew, it's an evolution towards convenience and the result of the growth of digital services. So basically, like crew poor, so the like team members or employees poor, as opposed to like consumers pouring, eliminates theft, emphasizes brand's new focus on creating a more relaxed dining experience, complete with servers delivering meals to the table. Paul, let me just break this down for you real quick. You ready?
I got a couple winners and losers. In
so a few years back, McDonald's was like, no more humans. They put kiosks everywhere. They were like, forget the humans.
Get your own
Everybody
stuff.
get your own stuff, right? Now they're like, wait a second, hold on. Chick-fil-A may be onto something. Let's put this thing behind the counter and make sure that nobody can get their self-serve drinks. Additionally, Chick-fil-A may be onto something. We should put people walking through handing stuff to people with the people.
Well,
you mean people?
Okay, got some winners. Well, and let's give ourselves a decade to get it done.
Let's do it like that. Yeah.
Winners and losers. 1 out of every 8 soda machines I've ever been to in McDonald's looks like I want to even walk near it. So I don't think that's going to be a big loss.
Right.
I think of like in the teenage years when like the kids go down and are like, I'm going to put some of everyone in my
Every
drink.
single one.
Right.
Yes.
That day is over. I mean, I don't know. If you can get McDonald's employees to treat other people like Chick-fil-A employees do, I think that's kind of a critical point of wanting the people to interact with your guests.
That's why it's going to take till 2032, Paul.
Yeah, I can't even believe that. I missed that part. I missed that entire part of the story when I read it. 2032. That can't be serious.
They're serious.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna put a couple things out there for 2032. Why don't we? I don't know, but in 2023, in 2 weeks from now, we're having ASOTU CON. We hope you can join us. And if you go to ASOTUCon.com, scroll down, register for today's webinar or tomorrow's webinar. We want to see you there.